Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as the Netherlands. Let us continue on where we last left off. So, there might be a crisis in the world very, very soon. Because the British and the French both really want this territory. So we'll kind of see what happens there, to be honest. Because right now, we're allied to Germany. Britain is allied to essentially nobody. They don't like us right now. And you're at war with Bulgaria. Bulgaria in anybody's fear? The answer is no. It's just a war between you two. 23 to 27. So see who wins here. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. We can actually create a... We can just make this into a state. Wonderful. Of course, we're going to support state capitalism. Fund all of these projects still. And the socialist won with 33% of the vote. Democracy's bond. With the two A's? Oh no, now there is two social democratic parties. Okay. Which one's you better? Protectionism, state capitalized, secularized. Pacifism, you're both the exact same. Why is there two of you? I don't know, but it does theoretically give us almost a guaranteed election win every single time. So I think that is pretty decent for us. Yes, we'll do something with you. Are you not going to go to war over this? Russia wants an alliance? I'm going to say crisis averted. Don't ignore that. I'm going to say yes to a Russian alliance. I'm still backing Germany against Russia if there's any war there. But having a massive empire on our side, who is now being rebelled against. How many troops do you have? You have 65 divisions? I mean, you got countrywide revolution right now. I mean, it's still not great. I don't know if you're ever going to get to Port Arthur. Yeah, no, you kind of suck, Russia. But, again, on paper, Russia looks pretty strong. So I still feel like they're a pretty good ally to have. Hopefully no crises break out in these two areas. Because that directly involves two of my allies. You're at 100%. What's it going to take for you to break apart? Have a good old-fashioned world war. Place in the sun, 27 prestige. Or everybody loses 1 prestige. Yeah, no, that's a pretty easy choice. I don't even know why why give it everybody -1 prestige? When, let's say France, for example, has 491. So that is 0.2%, roughly. A little bit more than 0.2% of their total prestige lost. Whereas I get a pretty significant boost. It's a weird one that I do not understand. The assembly line is finished. Still a few years off from... Anti-rationalism of the 1900. That's going to be the final tech here. I don't think we're ever going to be able to utilize, like, mass politics. You let the fascist organization gain for basically everybody goes down. Depression efficiency. But I haven't really been having that many issues with rebellions, is my thing. So I think we're kind of fine ignoring that. We have so much money. Let's fund all of this stuff to maximum, and we're still earning a lot. Sure, we're taxing the population into... we can also cut taxes slightly. We're making so much money off of our empire. We can afford to cut taxes. So everybody gets a tax cut. Everybody gets more pensions. It's a win-win situation. And guess what? Everybody also has a nice time with some limited safety regulations. How does that feel for everybody? Yes, we will join the Olympics. $50,000? Who cares? Like, that's meaningless to us. And you're still friendly with everybody. And we're only neutral. Like, us getting up to friendly with Egypt is essentially impossible. And you're at 9-10. Germany's still going to win that, so I'm not too sure why they are even bothering. Why haven't you... I mean, I think if Britain does it one more time, they win. Also, Morocco took over all of the northern territory. How did Morocco take all of the north from Spain? How did they accomplish that? I don't know. Let's get all the 1836 tax done. Because they will be cheap just to make. By the way, like, what military tech do all of you guys have? You should be at, yeah, 20 out of 30s. Basically maximum. I have noticed that Ireland is now independent. Which is amazing. How did that even happen? Are you in the sphere? You're neutral. Actually, you're friendly to the British. So they might have done that through an event, if I had to take a guess. But it does weaken... I was going to say weaken Britain substantially, but no. Ireland has no military and absolutely no industry to speak of. So it didn't seem like it accomplished too much. Got Spain and Switzerland near sphere. Am I the country with the most people in my sphere? Technically the British do and the Americans do. I only have 4 actually. Okay, because all the countries that were in my sphere, I just straight up annexed afterwards. So that, you know, that makes a lot of sense. By the way, Paraguay's in the American sphere. We could get like Bolivia into our sphere. You're opposed to us, so we're going to ignore you. You're cordial towards us. You know what, Uruguay? You can be my new friend. Apparently the British immediately they... Wait, are they cordial? Oh no, they're friendly. Okay, so Uruguay... You're probably going to go to the British. Rio Grande, I would be surprised that they're not controlled by the Americans. You're opposed to everybody. You're friendly with us, and I don't even know why. What about, like, Korea? Hostile to everybody except for the Japanese. Hejaz, I'm pretty sure, is probably cordial with the British. Yeah, so, like, the amount of people that we could even attempt to influence is quite low. What about Sweden? It's, like, friendly with everybody. You're blocked here. Sweden, I understand you want the alliance. I do not want it. Yeah, I just think the countries that we could even sphere. I mean, you know what? We'll do Bolivia. It's probably one of the few countries in the world that shouldn't be that difficult to take over. We got the admin efficiency. We're going to completely ignore all this stuff because it's basically hot garbage. Let's get the supply limits because that could be important in Africa. You both have 15 and 17. Are you out of your minds? You guys, they both don't have enough colonial power, I think, to progress this at all. And to be honest, I don't know. Are you also at 100%? You're also at 100%. I hope this one fires first instead of this one. Because I will not back the Italians whatsoever. There's no way in hell. And I think if we go to war with the Italians, we would still be at peace with each other. By the way, can I build battleships yet? I can. Build 4, and that's all we can do. But that's okay. The Navy's going to be extremely expensive to fund in the future. Now that you're better, we can probably put you back. All of our transports. Is this all the transports? Yes, 21. So bring you along. We'll bring... No, we'll bring you along. We will bring... We'll bring you along. You go to this stack. Nah, you go to this stack. The rest of you are going to come up to this port. And you're just going to be like, there's another troop that we can use in this front line. We can also build the forts up again. So let's get these forts to be a little bit better. All conservative or all liberal? How many conservatives compared to liberals do we have? It's about even, so it doesn't really matter which one we do. So we'll just pick one. Bolivia, we can get them up to cordial, I imagine. Yes, we can. Italy. I kind of want you just to attack the Austrians again. But they're friends with the French, right? Yeah. Which would be a problem. But Germany, you're not my friend anymore. You would not accept. Political considerations, too many alliances. What if I dissolved my alliance with the Russians? You want a great power ally, plus 50. Infamy 7, strength is a little bit too low. Germany. Why do we have this fight all the time? I know you're kind of garbage. We'll put you here anyways. Just to have somebody in the area. Like, I don't know what the political considerations are that he has a problem with, to be quite honest. Because we need to get our way up to at least over 0. An international crisis is brewing. Of course, we will do it. Over Western Sahara, okay. So everybody should be involved. Yeah, you want the colonies. Who are you going to back? You're going to back the French, really? You're backing... Okay, you're backing France. I'm backing whoever the Germans back. Russia is inclined to support the French. I mean, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Let's get electricity as well. Germany. We cannot ally each other while we're doing this. Okay, well, I can increase relations with you at least. Because I don't want to join a side until someone else does. I mean, theoretically, this doesn't have to erupt into a war. The French or the British could just give up. But will they? I don't know. Trying to build battleship. We don't have telephones. Does anybody make telephones? Germany makes 82. America makes 80. All that signals to me is that we need domestic telephone production. And how do we get that? Is it from electricity? Yes. The Russians are backing you as well. You still don't know who you want to support. Apparently, I naturally lean towards France. Thing is, I can't fight... I can't be Germany's only ally on the continent. For, I think, obvious reasons. We need... Like, with Germany... Germany's backing the French. Then I'm also going to back the French. I mean, I couldn't fight everybody. For obvious reasons. By the way... Okay, everything in Africa has resolved itself. Which is nice. Ethiopia is probably just going to stay independent because there's nothing I can do about them. And in fact, I don't think anybody even has a casus belli against them anymore. So it is kind of there. I mean, it does suck having France be around here. The British having more territory would have been, I think, acceptable. What about Transvaal? I didn't even thought about Transvaal. They're friendly with the British. So they're probably going to get annexed at some point. By the way, can somebody give me telephones? Don't automate it. Buy like 58. How many do you need? 23? The thing is that they're in high demand because I'm sure the AI is probably all trying to build battleships right now. Yeah, so these are going to be our steam transport fleet. 21 ships in all. We might as well actually send the Clipper transports. Send them straight into the garbage. We don't want them anymore. They're kind of... They're actually just trash. You need level 4 of 1, you need 1 of 2. Don't I have some that are level 2 in here? You're level 1? But I could have sworn some of you guys at this point were level 2. You're level 3. Yeah, no, I was right. You cannot build these better ships anywhere else. So you can only build up to iron, anything below this. So you know what? If we have the points, we might as well build steam frigates in Africa, Asia, just because we can. And don't rally to this area that doesn't actually have a port in it. Doesn't make any sense. Rally to here because it has a port. Yeah, so you guys dock there. This area is our rally point over in Africa. So that should be okay. We'll delete at least some of these guys to not 443. It's fine. We'll worry about that in the future. For right now, what we have is good. You know what? No. These guys, if we're going to upgrade the Navy here, the men of war are just completely outclassed. Right? Like, the men of... Like, what's men of war? 9-4 against 5-10. We're going to be a laughingstock if a bunch of men of war go out to sea to fight it like a dreadnought or something. We're going to look like idiots. We'll delete that. It's still not enough to get our supplies to where they need to be. Are these not in the same province? I don't know, but you know, we're getting to see the convoys that we need. And that's good enough for me. We'll get Bolivia into our sphere. We'll drop them down by 1. What about Peru? We're mostly friendly with the Americans. Is there anybody trying to do anything with our spheres? Americans trying to take El Salvador. Apparently, who's actually in our sphere? I don't even know when that happened. Decrease opinion of the British. We do not want the Brits anywhere near Persia. We also don't want them near Hajj either, but they're... I mean, they're neutral. Like, let's just decrease our opinion back down to cordial. We should be good here. The Ottoman Empire is looking pretty strong. They did just take over Hejaz. But I think that's fine. We're about to get electricity, which will allow us to get telephones so we can make them domestically. We did get refineries. Why can't we not make vacuum tubes? We don't have direct current. Okay, so we don't have all the text for that. That is okay. Let's get some economic responsibility. Germany. How about we get an alliance going on? Negative 33. I mean, there's really not much I can really do to boost Germany's opinion of me enough. Because Russia would accept an alliance. Political consideration plus 100. You are allied to the French. You're also allied to the British. Russia is just like both sides. We're taking everybody's side in any conflict. Because right now, there's some crises going on in Russia. But I think these are probably going to immediately start decaying. Yeah, they are decaying. It's just because rebellions popped up there, which is what causes that. I guess I'll ally ourselves with the Russians, at least for now. Russia's allying themselves entirely with Eastern Europe. But again, like, I don't see myself... Who are we at war with? Basically nobody that matters. We'll go to the Olympic Games. Man, you're all at war with the Americans. Oh no, you're only Peru's at war with America. Oh no, you're at war with people. They're just in your sphere, so it looks a little bit strange. Okay, that's fine. Because this is Brazil wanting reparations and Chile wanting territory from somebody. Oh, from Peru. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. My guess is going to be not fantastic for some of those involved. But our frigates are all being trained up. I mean, the steam frigates, they're not great. But they're definitely better than absolutely nothing in the area. It also can, because they're all islands over there as well, we can at least maybe try to pick off a handful of troops that are trying to land in those areas. But unfortunately, like, as far as I know, Victoria 2 doesn't have, like, a patrol mechanic. Like, I can't just, like, have a bunch of ships just patrol around Indonesia forever. Which would be nice. Like, a lot of RTS games have those. Not that Victoria 2 necessarily is a... I don't care about El Salvador. Not that Victoria 2 is necessarily an RTS game. Even though, you know what, it's not a turn-based strategy game, so I guess kind of by elimination it might almost be considered an RTS. But, you know, most RTS games have, you know, patrol function, you know, go between province A and province B forever until I tell you to stop. Unless it is in the game. But I feel like if it was, I would have known about it. You've got some militants going on, 67 divisions. We want Austro-Hungary to collapse. It sucks that they're allied to the French. Because it would be nice to use the French as kind of like leverage. Somehow the Russians are... like, Russia being in 5th place, honestly, is impressive at this point. I mean, they're 3rd in military. They're 5th. They're actually, like, 8th in industry as well. I mean, 89 divisions isn't that great, but I'm sure they could mobilize a hell of a lot if they need to. Well, I mean, we do want dreadnoughts, so let's get high, see, battle fleets. Like, that should be good. These ships are being trained up. I did not put the rally point here. Is it still in this province? It's not. So I probably sent a handful of ships from Asia down over there, but that's fine, actually, for now. The British are just... they're so strong. And I'm actually thinking, the Spanish-American War should be happening around there now. Like, again, I'm not too sure if we want to go probably for pro-military. But the American-Spanish Civil War should happen soon. If it's in the mod, then we should be okay. Because it's going to mean the Americans and the French are going to be at war with each other, which is beneficial for us. We're also spending like $2,000 in the army, which you don't have to be. Cut down their spending a little bit. We can't do anything else here. Like, these are all maxed out. Now, if we were to crank up military to max, we would actually still be making a profit. Okay, so some people did rise up in some of our territories here, which is unfortunate. You guys hunt. You guys go back home. You guys be on hunt rebels as well. Can we walk to Zanzibar? Yes, okay. You just sit still. Auto hunt rebels. You deal with that mess. Germany, can I have military access through you? You would not accept? Britain, how about you? You would also not accept. Well, that does make my life a little bit harder. You also hunt rebels. I completely forgot I had a 36 stack army here. What is your supply weight, by the way? It's only 27. Okay, so you could walk through the middle of the Sahara Desert and not take attrition. Which, if anything, is actually kind of impressive. I don't know how you would be able to accomplish that. But I do think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, my thumbs up. And not enjoyed, could always thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.